tower.
It's great.
The lighthouse.
Yeah.
The light. It's really. I built this in the 70s as a base for my studio.
Oh, really?
It was a base of my studio. I had a studio on top. A small building, which was 15 by 15 feet. And there is a circular staircase inside, which I made. And I would sit there and I would paint there. And I had a phenomenal view to the lake here. I could see the lake. I still can. And I could see Kelso skiing. At night skiing at Kelso, that would light up the sky all from the stars. I had music there and lights, and it would go. The lights would go on and on on the music. So it was a lot of fun, and I built it that it could rotate around the center core, a steel pole. I had it could rotate. With an electric motor. I had an electric motor underneath it with a transmission, and it would slowly rotate.
Wow.
So I could, when I'm painting, I could keep the sun behind me. Because it would, otherwise it would blind me. So one day I had a fire, and it would, somebody knocked on the door, and the building is on fire, and it was. There was a door inside, and the air roared up, and the studio burned. Fire department came, and we didn't have a fire. Now there is a fire plug there, but there was no fire plug, and so they came with a tanker, and they doused the fire. And I just finish it off with a little cupola now.
Yeah.
And I don't use it for anything else except the flag, the Canadian flag.
So you actually rebuilt it again? So that the whole thing burnt down and you rebuilt it?
Well, the studio was burned on top.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, I would say 1971.
Did you build the house yourself?
Partially, it was a small cottage.
It was a small cottage?
When I bought it. And I expanded on it. I built the studio in the front, and in the back there's another room, a big room.
These houses obviously weren't here before, right?
No.
So what was over here before?
Agriculture was fields.
Fields? Cornfields?
Fields, yeah. With some bush here and there. A lot the way it still is. I also make all my own frames.
Oh wow.
This is... So for the oil paintings, I made... This was the first generation of frames, but then I decided it should be better framing, you know. But it is all, of course, an enormous job and work, and you have to learn different skills. For these paintings, the watercolors, you know, you have to learn to cut the mat boards, right? Always. I have a neighbor woman, and she's very nice. But I had, for my female models, I have no model. And so I asked her, I said, would you like to sit for me as a model, as an artist model? And I'm not going to take my clothes off for you. Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, all right, okay. This is the one I made for my neighbor next door anyway. Always at work, you see. Every day I'm open till 9:30. But I start at 6:30. often I start, like this morning also, I've been working with these frames. And at the heyday, I had all the paintings up on the wall here and in other parts of the house. And I had art shows here where I had hundreds of people. The place was packed here, full of people here. I had orchestra, bands, singers. Some classical singers were here, and I had a lady with a harp. So it was an arts place, you see, that people could congregate. This is what we did. This is actually in Australia. I went on a visit to Australia. I have a family living in Australia, and so I was going to visit them, and I painted their paintings. I had a show in their front yard, the way I have it here. I asked him, my brother, I said, would you mind if before I leave if we have an art show here? Well, people don't buy paintings. You know, it's a general idea what people have, you know, about other people, because they don't buy paintings. And I said, we'll see. So I framed them and I hanged them from the trees. And I distributed it early in the morning, brochures all around the neighborhood, thousands of them. And people came. A number of them actually were Canadians, and they moved to Australia for some reason. But I showed some of the paintings had a Canadian influence. Oh, yeah, we're so homesick for Canada.
Debbie is an interventionist.
I have many requests. How much does it cost?
You met them here on the show, they helped us here.
And well, eventually I will sell them. Not now, I like them. And what I told you about changing, I can't do that once I have them sold. They're somebody else's wall. And I would miss them then. I didn't say, you know, let's do something together. I like them here. When I see them, I like them. And when I really don't need a lot of money suddenly, but I just managed to come along. And then it's far nicer to see the paintings than have the money. I don't want to. I don't want to sell paintings. I feel sorry I have sold them. Sure, it is exhilarating to receive a lot of money for paintings, but
you take pride in your work.
Well, I take pleasure in my work. You know, it's something like this that comes out of your mind and out of your hand. It is if you write an essay and you know when you do good work and how hard you work on it. You don't want to really give that up, you know. I think this is good, you know, wonderful, you know, and you want to hold on to it because you never know if you're going to do it again. I love it. Sometimes I go to the store and I come back and I see the paintings of the. They look good. That is nice. That is nice, you see. And this pleasure you don't get from anything else, you see.
Yeah. We urge you to compare our rates and benefits. You could save 30% or more and get under no obligation. Call us now, toll free.
So, you see, guys, commissions, you know, I have commissions and people want me to paint their faces. And I do my best, and then they don't like it. And then they say, no, we like us to make us look a little bit better than this. So that's the best I can do. Because what you think is better is not in my idea better.
Yeah.
And so we
prices because we make them ourselves. Whatever you need.
well, this is what we do.
Shades, vertical blinds, you name it. We're
Which one's your favorite?
and
With
right
painting?
Now, you can save another 10 to 40%.
My favorite painting
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that you've painted.
For quality, service,
Well, now
fast delivery,
at
and
the
lowest
moment,
prices.
it's
Call 1-800 line 7 for a store near you.
the painting there. What sits outside. It is with her also. You see. Is the font.
Could you tell us why it's your favorite?
Well, I just like the way I have my legs like this and with my arm around the dog. Because she is really my best friend. And she's with me the whole way. You see how she is with me.